The Enlightened One, the life of the Buddha. More than 2,500 years ago, in a quiet kingdom at the foothills of the Himalayas, what we now call Nepal, a child was born who would one day transform the world. His name was Siddhartha Gautama, and his story is the story of the Buddha, the awakened one. A prince is born. On a full moon night, Queen Maya, wife of King Suddhodana, dreamed of a white elephant descending from the heavens holding a lotus flower. Soon after, she gave birth to a boy in the Lumbini garden. The child, they said, took 7 steps and declared, "I am the foremost in the world. This is my last birth." At the baby's naming ceremony, wise sages came to offer blessings. One of them, the hermit Asita, wept not out of sorrow, but because he knew this child would bring great wisdom to the world. He predicted that Siddhartha would become either a great king or a great spiritual teacher. A life of luxury. King Suddhodana, determined that Siddhartha would become a mighty ruler, kept him within the palace walls. The boy grew up in luxury beyond imagination. He had fine clothes, delicious feasts, beautiful gardens, music, and dancers to entertain him. Servants fulfilled his every wish. The king ensured Siddhartha never saw anything that might make him reflect on life's hardships. No old, sick, or poor people were allowed near the palace. Pain and suffering were hidden from the young prince's eyes. Siddhartha was gentle, kind, and thoughtful. As he grew, he married the lovely Princess Yasodhara, and they had a son, Rahula. It seemed the prince's life was perfect, and yet a deep restlessness stirred within him. The 4 sights. At the age of 29, Siddhartha longed to see the world beyond his palace. He convinced his father to let him venture out with his charioteer, Channa. On his first journey, Siddhartha saw something strange. A man bent with age, his hair white, his body frail. "What is this?" he asked Channa. "That is an old man, sire. All people grow old." Siddhartha was troubled. "So I too will grow old?" Channa nodded. Siddhartha returned to the palace in deep thought. On his second outing, Siddhartha saw a sick man, his body racked with pain. "What is wrong with him?" Siddhartha asked. "He is sick, my prince. Sickness comes to all." On his third journey, Siddhartha saw a funeral procession, mourners carrying a lifeless body. "Is he asleep?" Siddhartha asked. "No, my lord. He is dead. Death comes for all living things." The prince felt shaken to the core. Is there no escape from aging, sickness, and death? He wondered. On his 4th trip, Siddhartha saw a wandering holy man, an ascetic who had given up worldly life in search of truth. The man's face was calm and serene. Siddhartha thought, perhaps this is the way to find peace, to seek the truth beyond worldly pleasures. The Great Renunciation. That night, while the palace lay sleeping, Siddhartha stood beside his wife and son, watching them with love. Yet his heart told him he must leave, not out of selfishness, but out of a great compassion, a longing to find the path to freedom from suffering. Quietly, he mounted his horse Kanthaka with Channa. They rode beyond the city gates into the night. At the edge of the forest, Siddhartha removed his royal ornaments and fine clothes. He cut off his long hair and gave his jewelry to Channa, sending him and Kanthaka back. Clad in a simple robe, Siddhartha began his search for the truth. The search for truth. Siddhartha sought out wise teachers. He mastered their meditation techniques, but their teachings did not lead to final liberation. He joined 5 ascetics who believed that starving the body could purify the spirit. Together, they practiced severe self-denial. Siddhartha ate so little that his body became as thin as a skeleton. He became weak, but enlightenment eluded him. One day, Siddhartha collapsed. A kind village girl named Sujata offered him milk rice. He accepted. Strengthened, he realized neither luxury nor extreme hardship leads to wisdom. I must find a middle way. The Bodhi tree. Siddhartha sat beneath a large fig tree, the Bodhi tree, at Bodh Gaya. He made a vow, I will not rise from this seat until I have found the truth. Through the night, he meditated deeply. Mara, the Lord of Illusions, tried to distract him with storms, temptations, and terrifying visions. But Siddhartha's mind was steady, filled with compassion and wisdom. As dawn broke, the morning star rose. At that moment, Siddhartha realized the truth of existence. He saw the Four Noble Truths. Life involves suffering, birth, aging, sickness, death, sorrow, and loss. Suffering is caused by craving and clinging. There is a way to end suffering by letting go of craving. That way is the noble Eightfold Path: right view, intention, speech, action, livelihood, effort, mindfulness, and concentration. He had become the Buddha, the awakened one. The Buddha's teachings. For 45 years, the Buddha walked from village to city, teaching kings and farmers, merchants and beggars. He taught that we can all find peace no matter our station in life. His first sermon at the Deer Park in Sarnath shared the middle way, the Four Noble Truths, and the Eightfold Path. His words were simple yet profound. Avoid extremes. Cultivate wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. The Buddha founded the Sangha, a community of monks, nuns, and lay followers who carried his teachings across India and beyond. The final days. At 80 years old, after a lifetime of compassion, the Buddha lay down between two sal trees in Kushinagar. His disciples gathered around him, weeping. But the Buddha spoke gently. All things that arise will pass away. Strive on with diligence. He entered parinirvana, the final passing beyond suffering. The Buddha's legacy. The Buddha left no temples of gold or mighty armies. Instead, he left a path, a simple, clear way to peace, open to all who seek it. His message that suffering can end and that kindness, wisdom, and mindfulness are the keys to true freedom. Today, the Buddha's teachings continue to inspire millions around the world, a reminder that even amid life's challenges, we can awaken to compassion, clarity, and inner peace.